2-4 Nation, what's up? So it looks like a bomb went off in this place. Whoo, and this is why. Brand new garage door. So the other one got run into a few times by kids. It jumped track 3 or 4 times. It was all bent up. There was a giant gap that was in the top that let in a lot of air. And of course it was just, had those windows. All the windows are gone. I went back with a non-window garage door, and this one is double insulated. You can literally, so it's like noon, almost noon right now, 11:45 a.m. And the door, it's like 85 degrees or 90 degrees outside. And you, on the old door, I could stand here and feel like radiant heat already this time of day coming through. Literally can't feel anything. This is cool as a cucumber. So that's amazing. One thing about my garage is the concrete is really bad. And so there's actually a gap on the bottom over here and then on the bottom on the other side, but it touches in the middle. So they're going to put down some weather stripping, some thick stripping that will seal those 2 holes up. After that, we should be golden. I am very, it's amazing what you get excited about as an adult, but I'm excited about that. They put on all new rails, new spring, new rollers, the whole 9, and then a new garage door opener. And the thing's high-tech. I'm a high-tech redneck now because it has a camera on it. I'll never use the camera, but it will auto-detect. Where's it at? It will auto-detect if someone's walking in here or if the garage door comes open or closed. It'll let you know. This one also has a lock on it. My other one did not have a lock on it where I can pin lock it shut so it can't be opened from the outside. So it's it's a really good upgrade. So we're really glad to have that here. But now I have to, amazingly, all of this was stored fairly organized, but now I got to get it all back where it goes. Wish me luck. All right, well, I got it organized. It's not perfect. I still need a little bit of extra room, which is why we're getting quotes on building a storage building, carport, real close, right across, right back there. But I do have everything where I can actually move around in here now. I got everything back. So this whole place was full. We got everything piled kind of over there, but it's all on wheels, so it's very easy to move. The bandsaw, if I need to use that, I can move that out. Rolling pack out box. This, man, I want to keep that so bad, but I don't think I'm going to. I just don't have room for it. I love this little rolling, you kind of can't see it, but it's a Craftsman toolbox, 2-drawer, lots of storage on the bottom. I'm keeping that because it doesn't take up too much room and it rolls, and I can keep it back there. Those sound panels still have to be hung. If you haven't seen that behind the scenes, but I've got panels up around the shop to help with the echo in here. There's actually one right up there, 3 more that go on the ceiling, and I think we're gonna make some big difference on the echo. We'll see, that's the plan. So those still have to be done. And then, yeah, everything's on wheels. So that's pretty cool. I got a video coming soon on the Milwaukee dust extractor. That thing is jam up. If you're interested, just buy it now. It's great. So now I can do videos tomorrow and Friday. And so that's the reason I need to get everything straightened up. As you can see, much better. A couple of things still need to be put away. I actually bought, this is a birdhouse kit I bought for Vacation Bible School 2 years ago. And then they wound up not going with this kit and went with a different kit. And so I was going to use this as a trial to kind of see how it went together. And then it's just here. So I don't know what to do with it. It's just here. So, and then all this is kind of not staying here either. I'm not sure what to do with it, honestly. Oh, that 3M sander is the Gen 2. It burnt up. So don't buy a 3M sander, apparently. Gen 1s have burnt up. Now the Gen 2s they said was fixed are burning up. And so I can't recommend those. So I actually made a video on the Gen 2 and was going to release it a couple of months ago, and I held it. I was like, something doesn't feel right. I don't know. I got a feeling about these 3M sanders, and sure enough, it burned up. So I'm glad I didn't release that video. It's actually on. I actually filmed, edited, paid for it, the whole thing. And yeah, so it was good we dodged that one, because I don't want to be recommending stuff that's not going to work, especially that has a very obvious problem, in my opinion. Anyway, if you got tools that you're interested in, you'd like to see me review on the channel, please let me know. Just comment on this video. I'll read every one of those and take all of those in consideration, because I really do want to get the tools in that you're looking for. Maybe you're interested in me testing, see what I think about it. And I'll see if I can take a look. Can't promise I can get all of them, but I know there's a lot of people wanting the new Oliver 15-inch planer, but that thing's $2,000, and I would have to buy that myself. And then what? Like, I could take that $2,000 and spread over multiple tools, over the course of several weeks and be able to kind of spread out the content on more approachable tools. I would like to get that Oliver in and test it, but I just right now can't justify $2,000. I guess if enough people was like, yes, yes, yes. Grizzly also makes one that's very comparable. There might be something in the works where I can get that one. The difference is it's a spiral cutter head, not helical, and it's 110 volt versus 220. So it could actually be a better option for a lot of people, especially if you don't have 220 in your shop. And it's much cheaper. Well, I'll say much, about $800 cheaper. It's actually the same price as the 13-inch Oliver, but the Oliver has a helical. So depends on how much you like helical heads. Anyway, everything's cleaned back up. That's behind the scenes this week. Let me know what kind of tools you want. See you.